Hello, everyone. Welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's time for your monthly Tarotscope readings for the month of February 2022, and it's going to be for your North Node by sign and house. Now, if you're new to the channel, the reason I use your North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign is that it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is the reason why you were born, what you were here to learn and accomplish. So you have much more in common with people that share your North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign. Now, if you're unfamiliar with your North Node, in the description box below, there's going to be some links where you can watch some videos, and also a link to look up your chart so you can find out where your North Node is. So let's get started on the readings. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope reading for everybody with their North Node in Sagittarius and or the 9th house. So I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and this spread over here represents the second half of the month from the 16th on. I did something a little different this month. Is well, for all of the North Nodes, I did a book divination for each of the North Node signs and houses, and I used the book, the great astrology North Node astrology book, Astrology for the Soul by Jan Spiller. And what came up for you big time, you North Node in Sagittarius with the 9th house, is developing your intuitive abilities, big time, developing to helping find your inner truth and what's true for you, um, your intuitive knowledge as opposed to like you could say worldly knowledge or like book knowledge. That came out big time, and moving forward in this month. And what I'm seeing for this first half of the month is I'm seeing that there is something in your life regarding um, like finances, success, property. It could be like a job promotion, but something to do with like money and finances in general of in your life, and also success in general in your life. And I'm seeing and feeling that there is this kind of impatience going on, because it's like you're trying to find ways to solve areas of your life where like and as I said, this could be not only money and finances, but any sort of things that are, like, you could say things of value to you. Okay, so beyond even like money and finances, but things that are of value in your life. And I'm seeing that there's this impatience playing out. And really, what is wanting to happen here is, first of all, don't be too quick to abandon ideas that come up you have, or abandon the road you're on. What's wanting to happen is not for you to necessarily change direction, but for you to rethink how it is and what it is you're doing, if that makes sense. It's rethinking your direction, not necessarily just making uh, choosing a new direction. Now, a big part of that this intuition, the way it comes up is what can end up happening when you have um, this north node in Sagittarius or the ninth house. Remember, you have your south node in Gemini or the third house. Now, the superpower that gives you is it gives you a very, very sharp mind normally, a quick mind, a mind that can see lots of different angles and directions, okay? But the danger in that is when obstacles happen or there's issues, um, sometimes you can abandon directions too quickly without, with just like trying to think like, okay, this is not working and I'm going to move on because your mind's telling you that. So what's wanting to develop in your life is instead of just quickly, or overly quickly acting, what wants to happen is your inner guidance and intuition wants to come up. So I will give you an example. So you're hitting some sort of a situation, a roadblock, and your mind starts thinking, okay, you know what, I'm going to think of alternatives. I can do this, or I can do this, or I can do this, or I can do this. What you want to do is you want to stop and say, okay, think about the issue, but then go internally and say, okay, how do I truly feel about the situation? Draw that energy down into your intuition, to your true gut instinct, and not just trying to think things. Because one of the things with having that south node um, in Gemini or the third house ruled by Mercury is, along with that quick mind, could be like overthinking. So sometimes people change directions or change ideas too quickly because they're overthinking. If they would have just stopped and said, okay, how do I feel about this? And so developing intuition the way it is you have to go inside, and then it's a twofold process. It's going within and asking yourself how you feel about a situation, getting the answers intuitively, but you have to trust those answers. So that's the second part. It's the trusting the inner guidance. See, remember, um, you already have a very good mind, a very accurate mind, but in this case, in this lifetime, what's wanting to develop is this intuition. So you have to like have this twofold thing. So this first half of the month, I think that there's going to be this impatience. Don't be too quick to act. This go into, remember, whatever's happening in your life, go in and develop intuitively. Follow your intuition and gut instinct. Okay. Now moving on to the second half of the month. What I'm seeing here is I'm seeing that mm, there there is still this inner conflict, and I actually see that there could be the second half of February. I'm seeing for a lot of the sides there is this energy that could happen of some conflict or conflicts. Okay, that could come up. I'm seeing mainly like minor ones. Okay, but there what's happening is it's trying to get you to go inside yourself more as opposed to your head. That's why this conflict is happening. And sometimes you have to step back, and you have to kind of like unburden your mind. This is about kind of like releasing things and really going within and asking for that inner guidance. The other thing that's coming up too is uh, there is going to be an opportunity this second half of the month to really be able to hone in on a direction that you want to take your life. And I'm getting that, like, it's almost like this thing where there's been a lot of things building up the past I would say, year, several months, even up to now, where there's been this kind of static in your life. Back in the day before we had like, digital TV, when we had analog TV, when you were changing channels with a dial, okay, and this is kind of dating me or whatever. When I was a kid, when you changed channels, when you would go, like, let's say between the channels of 2 and 4, when you would hit that in between stage, you would see static until you clicked it onto the next channel, and then it would become clear. That in between, and I'm seeing this static that's happening in your life, and what's causing the static is not being clear. Like, you don't know whether you want to be on channel 2 or channel 4, and or channel 7 for that matter. Okay, you don't know where it is, because your mind is taking you, do I go here, do I go there? And so when you are hitting into that inner guidance and inner intuition, it's going to guide you clearly to get rid of the static and hone into what you want to do. And part of that is definitely planning for where you want to go. It's really hard when our minds are a jumble and we have static in our life. It's hard to figure out like where we want to go in life. But it's really important for you right now to really take this time and go inside and figure out, like, what is it do I truly want. Where is a path. You have the knowledge that you need. You have it. You don't need to, you know keep worrying about, do I have what it takes, do I have enough knowledge to do this. You can do it. It's just a matter of trusting. And once you dial in that channel, that inner guidance channel, you're going to see it's going to become like very, very clear. But it's hard at first to trust it, but you will do that. And part of that is like planning. And don't be too quick to change directions right away. Just rethink the plan that you're working on, work it through before you change, because you could be throwing away something that could be like a very valuable direction for you. So, anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for sharing some time and spending some time on the channel. Much love, much appreciation. If you'd like a personal reading, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you could spend a second and just hit the like button if you like this video, maybe shoot out a quick comment. I love to take questions too, so feel free to reach out and we can connect in that way. So thanks again, and we'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.